Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I guess today I will start off a bit somber than usual. I usually want to start off lightly and then go to a bit darker subjects, but this time I'm reversing it. So we get it out of the way from the beginning. Recently I read Visions of Gerard. Right, this is Jack Kerouac, and this is about his dead brother, whom he lost when he was a child. So T. Gerard, which is his tiny brother, right? He was older to Jack Kerouac. He was elder to Jack Kerouac, and who was known to be sort of an angel for his good soul, for his good heart, for his forgiveness, and just having just general empathy for people. So when Gerard died, I think it had a huge impact on Jack Kerouac. And we know anything about Jack Kerouac, right? You would see how it could make you cry, like at the end of On the Road, makes you cry kind of stuff. But this has like the entire different vibe. Like it's so emotional, like someone writing about their dead brother. It is very hard hitting, and it's so short, and like it is well delivered, well written. Some of the best prose, I would say, from Jack Kerouac. And if the way he writes it like very jazzily. It's like he's writing to a beat, right? For example, in from Visions of Cody, he goes, I can see from the clouds, huge and massed above the fiery golden desert of Ebenfall. Frayed image of God with forefinger pointed straight at me, through halos, rolls, and gold folds that were like the existence of gleaming spear in his right hand would say it. Come on, boy, go that across the ground. Come on for man, come on, go groan alone, go roll your bones alone. Go thou and be little beneath my sight, go thou and be minute a seed in the pot, go thou thy hands, and of this world report you well and truly. He writes it like it's like a Charlie Parker's piece, right? It's very jazzy. It just like carries you forward kind of stuff. That excerpt was from Visions of Cody, but not actually from the book. This is what he I guess recited at Steve Allen's the piano show, where Steve Allen was accompanying his recitation. When I think of Jack Kerouac, it's usually this sad doom and gloom sort of stuff, because the way he died, the way he was treated, and just his life in general, feels like very sad and melancholic. And with this book, right, it's right like straight in the middle of stuff. I don't know when it was written, but like in the chronology where it was written, but I think this is a brilliant book and very good prose. You should definitely check it out if you're into Jack Kerouac. The next one is I actually bought this like in 2018 or 2019, and then I read it and I never understood. That was Hamlet, Shakespeare. So when I read Shakespeare back in the time, I did not understand anything. At the end, I just sort of understood that someone killed someone, and that's all that entered into my head, right? Fast forward 6 years, and then I reread Hamlet, and it is just one of the most beautiful plays out there. His the concept about beauty, the concept about existentialism is it's all just there. I never thought Shakespeare so complex. Like I thought he's just some old guy writing about some old stuff. Like who would care about it right now? I never got that in my head. But as soon as I was feeling like older stuff, like classical music is good, and old classics are better, so I was like, what, maybe I'll just reread it, and if I understand it, what the hell, I would love that. So I read Hamlet twice later, right? I read it and then I was like, oh my god, I need to reread it again. So I read this twice, and of course, everyone's most favorite is third act, the nunnery scene basically is one of my favorites. Like, it has that, concept of existentialism, to be or not to be stuff, and like, can beauty, my lord, have better commerce than honesty? That, it has so much going on in the book, at least, especially the nunnery scene. It is just crazy. So that was that. I read Hamlet and it was pretty darn crazy. And then I started reading this. This is Don Quixote, right? This is Miguel de Cervantes, if I'm not mispronouncing it. Now, this particular edition is retold by Judge Parry or Judge Perry, and it is illustrated by Edward Crane, and it has some crazy illustrations. Like, I love these illustrations. Look at that! It's just so well made. It is almost crazy that you can own something so beautiful in this age. There is a reason why, after Hamlet, Don Quixote, right? There is this case that even Turgenev makes. A man is either Hamlet or he is Don Quixote. And I wanted to know exactly what he means, not by, researching about it on the internet, but I wanted to do an exact comparison. I will get to that soon enough because I haven't still finished Don Quixote. I'm like pretty much in the middle of it, right? So once I finish it, I will hopefully understand what even Turgenev meant by saying that. So far, I have a slight idea of what he means, but I'm not completely comprehending his statement. So I'll get there soon enough. Apart from that, I think next video I want to make about, sketching and painting, which I've been doing for quite some time. Like, I think you have already noticed my easel. I'm very proud about this easel. Yeah, so that's it. See you guys in another